Hello, everyone. We're about to begin the delegate business session. Delegates not present during roll call will not be counted and will not be able to join this delegate body. Once roll call has been taken, you need to remain in this Zoom meeting. Each chapter may only have 2 delegates. Be sure to change our names to our first and last name and the chapter that we're from. We are about to begin the delegate business session. Delegates not present during roll call will not be counted and will not be able to join this delegate body. Once roll call has been taken, you need to remain in this Zoom meeting. Each chapter may only have 2 delegates. Please remember to change your name to your first and last name and the chapter you're from. We are about to begin the delegate business session. Delegates not present during roll call will not be counted and will not be able to join the delegate body. Once roll call has been taken, you need to remain in the Zoom meeting. Each chapter may only have 2 delegates. Please remember to change your name to your first and last name and the chapter you're from. The 92nd Annual State FFA Convention business session will come to order. This session will begin with a delegate roll call. When your chapter is called, please have one delegate raise their hand via the Zoom commands. Wait to be recognized by the chair, then announce the name of your chapter and the number of the chapter delegates you have present. In order to participate in the business session, delegates must be in the Zoom session and remain there through the duration of the session. Both the secretary and I will keep account to establish a quorum.
Allentown.
Allentown has 2 delegates present.
Bankbridge Regional.
Bankbridge Regional has 2 delegates present.
Belvedere. 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 Belvedere has 0 delegates present. Bergen County Academies.
Bergen County Academies has 2 delegates present.
Bergen Tech Paramus. Bergen Tech Paramus. Bergen Tech Paramus has 0 delegates present. Buna. Buna. Buna has 0 delegates present. BCIT West Vet.
BCIT West Vet has 2 delegates present.
Camden Penn Tech.
Camden Penn Tech only has 1 delegate present.
Camden Tech East. Camden Tech East. Camden Tech East has 0 delegates present. Cape May Tech.
Cape May Tech has 2 delegates present.
Cumberland Regional.
Cumberland Regional has 2 delegates.
Delsea Regional. Delsea Regional. Delsea Regional has 0 delegates present. Essex County. Essex County. Essex County has 0 delegates present. Freehold. Freehold. Freehold has 0 delegates present. High Tech.
High Tech has 1 delegate present.
Hunterdon County ESEA. Hunterdon County ESEA. Hunterdon County ESEA has 0 delegates present. Hunterdon Polytech. Hunterdon Polytech. Hunterdon Polytech has 0 delegates present. MCTS SIPEC Center.
MCTS SIPEC Center has 1 delegate.
Middlesex East Brunswick. Middlesex East Brunswick. Middlesex East Brunswick has 0 delegates present. Middlesex Piscataway.
Middlesex Piscataway has 1 delegate present.
Monmouth County.
Monmouth County has 1 delegate present.
Newton. Newton. Newton has 0 delegates present. North Warren. North Warren. North Warren has 0 delegates present. Northern Burlington.
Northern Burlington has 2 delegates present.
Northern Burlington Middle.
Northern Burlington Middle has 1 delegate present.
Pemberton Township. Pemberton Township. Pemberton Township has 0 delegates present. Penns Grove.
Pennsgrove has 2 delegates present.
Phillipsburg.
We have 2 delegates present.
Salem Tech.
Salem Tech has 2 delegates present.
Somerset County.
Somerset County has 2 delegates present.
South Hunterdon.
South Hunterdon has 2 delegates present.
South Hunterdon Middle.
South Hunterdon Middle has 2 delegates present.
Sussex County.
Sussex County has 1 delegate present.
Union County.
Union County has 2 delegates present.
Warren Hills.
Warren Hills has 2 delegates present.
Woodstown.
Woodstown has 2 delegates present.
Madam Secretary, how many delegates have you recorded?
I've recorded 42 delegates and 9 executive board members present, Madam President. According to this count of delegates, and if all votes are cast, a majority vote would require 22, and a 2/3 vote would require 28.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. I remind the delegate body that this session will be run by Parliamentary Procedure. The business session parliamentarian is Mrs. Cheryl Lowe. You must raise your hand via the Zoom commands and be called on before you can speak. When you are called upon, state your name and chapter, and then express your point. The first item of business is the approval of the convention agenda. Caitlin Duell, please present the agenda. Each of you should have received a convention program outlining the order of business in this week in your virtual delegate packet.
Madam President, I move to accept the order of business for the 92nd New Jersey State FFA Convention.
Is there a second? Second.
I second it.
Tegan Rotero,
I'll second the motion.
please state your name and chapter, and then second.
Sorry, Tegan Rutterow Pensgrove. I second the motion on the floor.
There's a motion on the floor to set the schedule for the 92nd State FFA Convention that has been seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. This motion requires a majority vote. A poll will appear on your screen shortly. You will have 30 seconds to vote. Those in favor of accepting the 92nd State Convention agenda, vote aye. Those opposed, vote nay. Motion passes. Delegates, please open your virtual delegate packets to follow along. The next item of business is the 91st Convention Proceedings. All the delegates have received a copy of the proceedings in their virtual delegate packets. The chair will entertain a motion regarding the proceedings from last year's convention. The chair will entertain a motion regarding the proceedings from last year's convention. New Jersey FFA.
Madam President, I move to accept the convention proceedings from the 91st FFA State Convention.
Please state your name.
Elizabeth Snarg, New Jersey FFA.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I, Jess Southway from Sussex Tech, second the motion.
Please make sure when we want to second a motion, we raise our hands and gain approval or recognition from the chair. Jess, would you like to do that first? Jess?
I, Jess Southway from Sussex Tech, second the motion.
There's a motion on the floor that has been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. This motion requires a majority vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor of accepting the 91st Convention Proceedings signify by voting aye. All opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. Elizabeth Senard, State FFA Treasurer, please present the 2021-2022 State Program Affiliation Fee Structure.
The State FFA Executive Board recommends no changes to the fee structure for the 2021-2022 year. However, the basic affiliation and blue supplemental packages will be amended to include and the 212 conference as follows. Basic affiliation. At this level of affiliation, each program will receive the following curriculum and services: 20 official FFA manuals, New Horizons magazine subscriptions for the entire enrollment, up to $140 discount on the leadership, experience and development, leadership, and 212 conference resources, subscription to the Agricultural Education Tracker, AET, online, record book system, and financial literacy curriculum sources, New Jersey FFA Association leadership and career resources. Blue supplemental package. At this level of affiliation, each program will receive the following: all benefits of the basic affiliation plus up to a $1,500 discount on career development assessments, CDEs, except floral design, up to a $320 discount on state FFA convention leadership resources, up to a $140 discount on additional leadership experience and development, leadership, and 212 conference resources. It is recommended that the delegates vote in favor of this proposal.
The chair will entertain a motion to accept the recommended changes for the basic and blue affiliation language and see no changes to the state affiliation fee structure for the 2021-2022 year.
Good.
Tegan?
I move that the 91, the movement goes through. Sorry, there was too many words and I can't find the thing.
That's okay. Basic and blue affiliation language, and see no changes to the state affiliation fee structure for 2021-2020. That's a lot of words. I realize
So many things. That's why I didn't want to do it at first.
How can I help her out? I would say
The basic and blue language and what was the other portion?
no changes to the state affiliation fee structure
And no changes to the state affiliation structure
for the 2021-2020.
for the 2021 thing. Yeah.
Thank you. Could you state your name again?
Oh, Tegan Rutterow, Pensgrove.
Thank you, Tegan. Is there a second? Allison?
I, Allison Scioli from Salem Tech, second the motion.
There's a motion on the floor that has been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. This motion requires a majority vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You have 30 seconds to vote. Those in favor of adopting the program affiliation fee structure, vote aye. Those opposed, vote nay. Motion passes. Jacob Dotson, State FFA Parliamentarian, please present the proposal for the creation of a middle school flat fee.
The State FFA Executive Board recommends to include the middle school flat fee program of $300 with New Jersey program affiliation and to replace current middle school chapter options. The middle school flat fee program allows all students who are enrolled in grades 7th to 8th agricultural education programs to be eligible for the benefits and opportunities of FFA as part of the total program delivery. Instead of paying membership dues for each member, middle schools chapters will pay a flat fee for all students enrolled in their agricultural education program. Benefits of the flat fee include no more collecting money from students, FFA as an integral part of agricultural education, and easy to budget. Students accidentally left out of the roster can easily be added any time, and all benefits listed. New Horizons magazine subscription for the entire program enrollment, subscription for the Agricultural Education Tracker or AET, New Jersey FFA Association leadership and career resources. It is recommended that the delegates vote in favor of this proposal.
The chair will entertain a motion to accept the creation of a middle school flat fee proposal. Michael?
Yeah, ecco kto mosso MCTS safe accento.
Go ahead and unmute yourself. Would you like to continue with the motion? Michael, if you would like to continue with the motion, you can unmute yourself and go ahead. Right now, we cannot hear you. The chair will entertain a motion to accept the creation of a middle school flat fee. Joseph?
Joseph Mild, Somerset County. I move that to entertain the motion. I move to create a middle school flat fee.
There's a motion on the floor that requires a second. Emily?
Emily Leidner, Warren Hills. I second the motion.
There's a motion on the floor that has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion, discussion. Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. This motion requires a majority vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. Those in favor of adopting the program affiliation fee structure, vote aye. No. Those in favor of creating a middle school flat fee, vote aye. Those opposed, vote nay. Motion passes. Chapter delegates have been working hard throughout the convention, conducting association business and participating in committee meetings. Committee chairs, when your committee is announced, please present your report. These reports will be used in the 92nd convention proceedings. This is a reminder that the reports you hear today are simply a report of what the committee discussed at this morning's meeting and will either be passed or failed. These are merely recommendations, meaning action will not be taken today. The recommendations from past committee reports will be taken into consideration by the State Executive Board. There are implied seconds on all committee reports. Hort Expo review and evaluation. Joseph?
Joseph Mild, Somerset County. This committee recommends making the workshops more industry focused. To do this, it proposes adding a panel of industry professionals to talk to members during one of the leadership workshop time slots. Adding a hydroponics design sustainability engineering classes, partnering with alumni to increase participation in alumni class, and editing Remember When to represent a specific time period within the last century, making the container era specific. Madam President, I move that the committee report be accepted as read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion, discussion. Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. Career development event review and evaluation. Lizzie Hunter.
Lizzie Hunter, Cape May Tech. Spread out spring and winter CDEs so they do not occur so close to each other. Potentially incentivize the job form evaluations. Further discuss options for hybrid CDEs. And a survey should be sent to chapters closer to the school year to see what they will be able to attend. Madam President, I move that the Career Development Event Review and Evaluation Committee report be accepted as read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion, discussion. Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. Oh, I did see a hand raised. You can raise your hand again.
Oh, no, it was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. Constitution, bylaws, and program of activities. Tegan.
We recommend that the POA be updated and have a separate version included for times of crises or pandemic. This version will be altered to reflect how FFA will function and events that chapters will be doing differently based on the situation at hand. Madam President, I move that the committee report will be approved as read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. You're fine. Motion passes. State leadership activities. Emily.
Emily Leidner, Warren Hills. We recommend that we evaluate the 360 curriculum and add more, evaluate the 360 curriculum and to add more purposeful workshops and activities. Continue partnership with CTSO conference, create a virtual experience committee to create a virtual experience for state leadership activities, and have a virtual component to any state leadership activity that the committee views as applicable. Madam President, I move that the report be accepted as read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, shortly a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. State Convention evaluation. Kelsey.
Kelsey Tully, South Hunterdon. The committee recommends to create a t-shirt contest where members will submit their own designs. Ideas are not limited to state FFA theme and can be based off anything. Also to include QR codes and links on the projector screen at the end of sessions for evaluations. To recognize 4th and 5th place in the art competition. To sell state convention stickers at merchandise tables and the price will be determined by size and cost to produce. And to include hybrid components for state convention events. YouTube live streams can be shown and FFA members can watch sessions on their own time and not have to miss anything. Students may also have virtual interfacing as an option for social events instead of in-person socials. Madam President, I move to have the state convention evaluation and report committee as accepted to read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. State FFA applications.
Madam President,
Madeline.
we included a section for members to put their pronouns on the state application, and an insert and other option is provided under gender with the opportunity for the applicant to specify their gender. Madam President, I move the report be accepted as read.
Could you please resay your name and chapter?
Madeline Cito, Phillipsburg.
Thank you. There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. Membership and chapter relations.
Shannon Emmett, Woodstown.
Shannon.
The Membership and Chapter Relations Committee recommends to adjust the program affiliation, allowing the set discounts for each affiliation to be used towards any conference available throughout the state. We also recommend to set the middle school flat fee of $300. Madam President, I move that the Membership and Chapter Relations report be accepted as read.
There's a motion on the floor that has an implied second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. All those in favor signify by voting aye. All those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. Throughout this week, 5 people have truly learned the meaning of the words nerves. Our state officer candidates have spent years developing themselves as leaders, which has now led them to this moment as 5 of them will be announced as our new state officer team. Let's review the process. We shall play the nominating committee chair's report. I will call for nominations from the floor. The chair will then move to elect the officers. In just a few short minutes, the names of the 2021-2022 New Jersey State FFA officer team will be announced. The candidates running for this position have undergone an intense interview process where they were evaluated on their ability to deliver speeches, conduct workshops, and answer questions on the FFA, education, and the industry of agriculture. It is their commitment to service that has given them the heart to lead our organization into the future. The candidates were evaluated by a committee of 6 student delegate leaders. On Monday and Tuesday, these members spent their days listening to speeches, conducting interviews, and evaluating workshops. They worked late into the night and were up early each morning to ensure the best decisions were made for the leadership of our organization.
Don't you dare cry.
To deliver the final committee report of this convention, please welcome the chair of the 2021 Nominating Committee, Lexi Enger from the Northern Burlington FFA chapter.
Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace
technical difficulties at the worst possible time. Just give us a few.
Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office,
We apologize.
Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members.
Thank you all for bearing with us at, again, quite possibly the worst time. Don't worry, we're going to hear the new team real soon. We're going to hear the new team real soon.
2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Elise Nietzsche, Phillipsburg.
We're going to hear the new team real soon.
2021 Nominating Committee. Patel, Bergen County, Grace Clark, Woodstown. And myself, Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Elise Nietzsche, Phillipsburg.
We're going to hear the new team real soon.
2021 Nominating Committee. Patel, Bergen County, Grace Clark, Woodstown. And myself, Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Elise Nietzsche, Phillipsburg.
We're going to hear the new team real soon.
2021 Nominating Committee. Patel, Bergen County, Grace Clark, Woodstown.
This is Keely DeTizio from Salem Tech. My recommendation would be if the nominating committee chair is on the call, could she announce it live instead of through video? I'm not sure if that's an option, but it might be wise.
No, give us one more minute.
Before we announce the candidates the committee selected for each office, let me introduce and thank the members of the 2021 Nominating Committee. Grace Clark, Woodstown. Jennifer Healy, Allentown. Elise Nietzsche, Phillipsburg. Hannah McCann, Salem Tech. Mira Patel, Bergen County Academies. And myself, Lexi Anger, Northern Burlington. Our nominating committee coordinator was Hannah Mann, and Jamie Specca served as the nominating committee assistant. Now I will introduce you to the teacher representative and the executive committee. Throughout the year, these individuals will provide guidance to the state officers and have a vote on the state FFA executive board. The teacher representative is Mr. Dale Cruzan. Executive committee chair, Talia Priori. Please help me thank them for their service. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We, the nominating committee, have given careful and deliberate consideration to all applicants running for state office. The committee nominates the following slate of candidates to the delegate of the 92nd New Jersey State FFA Convention to serve as the state officers for the year 2021-2022. For state treasurer, from the Salem Tech FFA chapter, Jonathan Finney. For state secretary, from the Northern Burlington FFA chapter, Emily Sadlon. For state vice president, from the Salem Tech FFA chapter, Ivan Moore. For state president, from the Northern Burlington FFA chapter, Abby Goodenough.
Are there any nominations from the floor? Nominations are now closed. The chair will now entertain a motion to accept the nominating committee report and elect these candidates to their respective office. Alexi.
I move to accept the nominating committee report and to elect these candidates to their respective state offices, Madam President.
There's a motion on the floor with an implied second. This motion is not debatable and requires a majority of vote. Shortly, a poll will appear on your screen. You will have 30 seconds to vote. Those in favor of accepting the nominating committee report and electing the slate of nominees signify by voting aye. Those opposed signify by voting no. Motion passes. The team will be officially installed tomorrow at the close of the fourth session 4, which begins at 4 p.m. This concludes the committee reports. Congratulations to the 2021-2022 New Jersey State FFA officer team. Woo. This concludes the business session. Thank you to all of our delegates for their hard work these past 2 days. We know that this year's experience may be a little different than usual, but thank you for helping us to accomplish the business of our association. The work that you do will impact the story of New Jersey FFA in order to leave a strong legacy. The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Lexi. Oh, that might have. Never mind, Lexi. That's okay. Unless you want to move to adjourn it. Oh, you can't. Okay, never mind. The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Tegan.
Tegan Rutterell, Pensgrove. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second? Joseph?
Joseph Mild, Somerset County, I second.
This motion requires a majority vote. All those in favor of adjourning the delegate business session, say aye. Vote aye. All opposed, vote no. I now declare this business session adjourned.